Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Monster Musume no Iru Nichijou Chapter 76. And we're continuing the school arc. I won't lie, I went into the school arc cautiously optimistic. And then last chapter I wasn't really a fan of. Last chapter, after that I guess I'm skeptically pessimistic. I am just worried that this is going to be one of the not very good arcs of Monster Musume. Like, Monmusu has its good arcs, and it has its not very good arcs, and I feel like there's a lot of similarities between the good arcs and a lot of similarities between the not as good arcs. And this has all the markings of we're just going to be thrown into another, like, Lamia arc or something. So yeah, I wasn't too super happy with last chapter. I guess we'll see what this month has, but yeah, I'm just nervous that it's not going to be good. But either way, let's read Monster Musume no Iru Nichijou Chapter 76. We have this big info page here. Grimoire Public High School Guide. Just what is magic? Combining classical magic with modern methods, we present the world's only modern magical school. We must temper both mind and body, wouldn't you agree? Of mind and body, and in other words, combining mindfulness with physical practice to bring the mind and body into perfect alignment. Of course, in our school there is one more element that must be tempered, spirit. To that end, we channel all three elements, mind, body, spirit, together. We take the colossal depths of knowledge handed down from the ancients and combine it with the limitless potential of modern technology to bring ancient magical practice into the modern world. This apparent contradiction is precisely what the modern world needs and what our school provides. And we see first principal Nicholas Flamel and 72nd principal Alistair Crowley. Okay, it looks like we're starting off with the owl girl who was going to look for, like, what is it, the 6 ghosts or whatever. And we've safely arrived at night school. Please watch your feet as we come to a stop, as it is quite dark. Man, flying like that at night? You're amazing, Prez. Well, I do have night vision, you know, not to mention my sense of hearing is top-notch. I wonder if those two made it okay. Ain't no way in hell we're going together. We'll go on ahead by ourselves, okay? Nah, they're probably off crying somewhere all scared. And then, actually, I think I hear something over there. 2 people together, trying to keep their voices down. So basically, oh, maybe I underestimated them after all. Wait, hey, those 2 are right there. Stop, we can't. What's up, Prez? Nothing, my dear assistant. Let's leave those 2 alone for now. Huh? Forget all that. It's time to investigate those ghost stories. I'll leave capturing their ghastly stares on camera to you. Hey, just wait a second. Phew. Looks like they didn't hear us. It was actually Poppy and Kudus, but she seemed a little confused or something. Hey hubby, why are we hiding? Are we looking for ghost stares or something? Shouldn't we have just gone with them together? Or gone together with them? No, I don't think we need to search or anything. If I'm right, the ghost stories are actually the Mon girls. If that's the case, it'll probably be harder to get them to come out if we're with some random strangers. And besides, anyway, Poppy doesn't know about ghostly stairs or anything, but time to explore the school at night. Hey, Poppy, you've got terrible night vision, so... And she tries to take a step down the stairs and falls. The school stairs are scary. I did try to warn you. Well, I guess typically ghosts in these stories only show up when people are alone anyway. Sorry, Poppy, but you'll need to wait here. Was that a noise just now? Hey, Prez, where are you, Prez? I've got no night vision at all. Don't leave me alone here. Prez! And one of the pages didn't load. Hold on. I'll have to, I just realized something. I'll have to, refresh the page, but I just realized that we were introduced to the one harpy girl last time. We kind of have this owl harpy girl. I kind of feel like maybe this is piggybacking off of the Lamia arc and then the Centaur arc. But if that's the case, then man, are there some quality gaps, because the Centaur arc was incredibly good. We got introduced to new characters and developed those new characters, whereas the Lamia arc, we really didn't get introduced to new characters. It took a lot of time for a story that wasn't very good, and this is feeling very much Lamia arc. We're not getting like actual new characters, we're just doing things that are taking up time on screen. Whew, how about I let you get a little more scared? Just the right amount of fear's the perfect fire starter for romance, thinks the owl girl. And then when my dear assistant comes crying to me, I'll show up to save the day. We'll put the ghost hunt on hold and, well, the roof is in use, so I guess we'll just have to use the occult research room since it has a lock and everything. Foo. Can't let those two have all the fun after all. I guess I'll have to keep up the ghost hunt until then. But, this place really isn't spooky at all. I mean, ghost stories are a little, well, lackluster to begin with, and besides, aren't ours just a little on the cheap side? Well, the one about the headless girl isn't so bad, I guess, but the other ones are barely worth looking into from a research perspective. Hanako in the bathroom is elementary school level at best, and there's already real 10-meter tall extra species, example giantess. The science room zombie is more like a murder mystery. It's not supernatural at all. What else? A second you in a mirror that you've never seen or something? As if the mirror is just going to show up out of nowhere. And then she sees the copy. Was there always a mirror here? No, there totally could have been. It's not like I know where all the mirrors are in the school after all. Dear assistant? Dear assistant, where did you go? Wait, I need to calm down. I'm the occult club president. I can't be seen like this. You don't want to be seen? And we have... Is Doppel stripping as her? Hey, you don't want to be seen. Or maybe that's just the way their shirts are shaped. If you really don't want anyone to see you, then why don't we just change places? Yeah, but Prez, what's wrong? What are you doing? This isn't the time for photography. We gotta get out of here. The window, are you crazy? And then we have Doppel laughing and pushing this piece of glass out of the way. Oh, come on, you're gonna freak out over a little teasing like that? Well, when faced with my horror act, doesn't matter how high your sanity is, it's gonna drop to 0. Oh, so it was you, Doppel. Did you really need to go that far? Oh well, if it isn't my bae. Mr. Boyfriend? Hey babe, is that you? Monako-san, Zombina. Oh, looks like you're sane too, babe. And so they all have their memories still. Yay, long time no see, sweetie. Tio, you're looking bigger. So, I guess the school's ghost stories really were you guys. But why'd all this happen? Where do we start? That jerk Smith sent us to the library to investigate the group unconsciousness cases by getting our hands on the magic tome Arbitel, which was apparently the prime suspect for the cause of everything. Hey, what the hell? They're all manga. Everything was covered in dust, but it's all super clean over here. Do you think maybe Arbitel did this too? Oh, I've read this one. It's a love story. Oh, this one too. Don't you think the genres here are a bit one-sided? You're right, they're all love comedies or romances. If Arbitel's influencing this area, then there's a good chance it's hiding in here. Alright, let's get searching. Oh man, what a blast from the past. And we have 1 hour later. I read this one before I became a zombie. My first doujinshi was totally fanfiction for this. Tio-san, I think you might like this manga. OMG, I love manga like this. These guys, they've totally forgotten why we're here in the first place. But since she gets to slack off, she's not going to say anything, and Doppel just goes along with it. Did you find a good one too, Doppel? Zombina-san, did you find something? No, it's just this manga was under the bookshelf. Grimoire Public High? Some title. Maybe it's a school setting? Looks like an extra species human love comedy. I've never seen this manga before. The author is... I think it's Arina Hikaru, or maybe Alteri? Or it could be Arbitel. And then they laugh. Huh? And then opening it causes them to get sucked in. So yeah, that's kind of how it went. That thing disguised itself as a manga. Not bad for a book. Are you serious? Hey, wait, wouldn't that mean you're all passed out at the library then? Yeah, about that. Should be fine. Yeah, apparently Arbitel's kind enough to call an ambulance to come pick you up after it absorbs your consciousness. So our bodies should be in the hospital now too. It seems that beyond making everyone live out some weird school play, it also takes care of everyone's bodies. Students, Why is it just us that don't get to be students? We're stuck playing these school ghost stories. Hey, have you heard about Hanako in the toilet? And she's just hiding. What's that? During the day, I have to hide in the bathroom so no one finds me. Then I have to wander around at night in the dark. I'm more scared than anyone. Don't cry, Mana-chan. She's really like Hanako-san crying in the bathroom. Well, I guess it is just because we were trying to catch Arpatel, so it won't let us move around freely like the students, so we're stuck as the ghosts or something. So, what about Miss Smith then? I mean, she is human, so she should be she should be a student, not a ghost, right? Yeah, but... that was, well, you know, a bit much. Right. Yeah, compared to that, I'm glad to be a ghost story, right? Yeah, but I think that outfit would look better on Monaco for sure. This is against school rules, and we have Seria showing up. I heard there were students illegally entering school grounds for a so-called test of courage. You might be students, but a crime is a crime. If you're in there, come out now. It's Seria. Yeah, but like, she might be the rules enforcer, but she's a student too, right? I'm pretty sure she can't be here either, right? Nah, she can't. I heard that. If you don't come out, I'll have to force you out. Ah, shit. Those voices were from the second floor. I'm not good with stairs, but I'm coming up anyway. And then, what the... Oh, and it's gonna be Lala, isn't it? So it was the second floor. When I find you, you'll be writing an apology report. And then, it's just the severed head. And she passes out. Whoops. Oh, I totally forgot, but Lala was a part of the ghost story group too, right? Man, poor Lala, she must get, like, constant concussions. That's why she's Chunibyo, it's all the constant brain damage. Poor Lala. Oh, man. Just on looks alone, she's totally with us, you know? What do we do with Seria? If she's still here when she wakes up, it's gonna be a whole ordeal again, right? Besides, if she's not back to her senses, there's not much we can do. So, how about we try something then? And we have poor Lala's body trying to feel her way around. And we see the two students back outside. Dark, scary. There's no way I can fly to a school at night. They're all gonna make fun of me for this, I just know it. But I just can't. I'm so worthless. No, I keep telling you it's totally normal. Besides, flying at night's dangerous anyway. You can tell them it was my fault. Just say I didn't want to fly at night, or that I was super scared of the ghost stories. It's okay. That'll be a good excuse for why we didn't go, right? I don't care what they say about me, so... No, it's fine. You don't need to do that. I just hate how scared I am. I see. Sorry, maybe I went too far. No, it's just thank you for noticing and caring. And then the other two come running away. So, about the ghost stories? Don't talk to me about ghost stories. We just got away from all that and you're already trying to make me remember it? That horrible place? Why? No, what do you even, what happened? That horrible place you were, how could you get it on in a place like that? What are you, insane? You gotta stay with me tonight, I'm begging you. There's no way I can stay alone tonight. Stay with me, hold me close all night, we can do anything you want. What are you saying, Perez? What happened? Don't tell me there really were ghost stories at the school. Seria, are you awake? Master, where? We're at school. You were trying to enforce the rules at the school for some students who came late at night? What? School? Rules? Master, what are you... Oh, she's back. She's really sane again. What? Huh? Yeah, man, I didn't think this would work that well. Isn't that good, Centauria-chan? Look how cute you look, too. What? Tianisha Dono, were you always that big? Wait, look cute. What are these clothes? I made them, and she has the Mori girl fashion. Since we have to play out these ghost stories, we're super duper bored during the day, so I've been using stuff from the home ec room to make clothes. And we have the old gym building demolition is where she's been hiding. It was like making dolls' clothes. It's super fun. I see. But this totally proves it. It really is the school uniforms that are keeping everyone brainwashed. Oh, the uniforms. That's right. They're acting weird, you know. Even after school and heading home or going out for the night, they never take off their uniforms. Didn't you notice? Even when sneaking into the school at night, they all wear the uniforms the whole time. It's not that weird for students to wear their uniforms all the time, though. It's not just that. Sometimes when no one sneaks into the school at night, there's no one to scare, so I sneak off into the student dorms. Why would you do that? Sometimes there's school ghost stories about ghosts in the dorms too, or whatever. But these guys are wearing their uniforms to sleep, too. What? Now that you mention it, Poppy did come back to normal after she stripped. Well, I guess we know what we need to do now. Super stripping mission, start. But then, why was I sane from the start? Man, don't ask me, I got nothing. Okay, so I will actually say, this chapter I liked more than last chapter. I feel like it's a case of a real dichotomy, where like, there's some stuff I've said before, like reviewing things, where like some series can have a lot of good stuff and pretty much no bad stuff. Some stuff can have a bunch of bad stuff, pretty much no good stuff. But it's really sometimes difficult to say whether a series is good or bad when there's a lot of things to really love and also a lot of things to not like. I actually think the stuff with the random background meaningless who cares characters, like the owl girl, the other girl, that was a huge waste of time. I felt like I didn't need to see any of it because they don't matter. They're not characters, they're not being made into characters, it seems like. Nothing that happened with them mattered, and I don't care about any of it. But I loved the stuff with the Mon girls. I'm actually kind of glad we didn't just do one chapter per girl getting them all back. I'm glad that they all just came back and we got stuff with them. All the stuff with them and Saria, Saria, Lala, Poppy, Kudus, like the actual characters, all the stuff with them was really, really good because it was like actual character stuff that mattered, because it was with actual characters that are going to matter, that we're actually going to see again. So actually the back half of this chapter, I really, really liked the stuff with Kudus and the Mon girls and stuff. I really liked all that. I didn't like the stuff that's meaningless. I think overall the arc is probably another misstep, because it would have been, I don't know, a lot nicer to just do, like I said, as always, Monster Musume when it's its best. Either have a chapter about characters we already have to develop them more, or bring in a new character and develop old characters. That's always when it's at its best, and not having parts that just aren't very good. So yeah, I'd say that's sort of where I am with this. Monster Musume as a series has just, I don't know, I guess you could argue it's always been this way. But especially lately it feels like the past few years, just very, very hit and miss, where the Mon Festival stuff I think was going on when I first started making videos maybe. The Mon Festival stuff was incredibly good, and then getting introduced to all of the dangerous extra species, that stuff was really, really good. The Centaur arc was really, really, really good. But then we also had the Black Lily stuff and the ranch, which had its ups and downs. It definitely had its positives and negatives. We had the Lamia arc, which just straight up was not very good at all. We had the Hot Spring stuff, which again, like the Black Lily stuff and the ranch stuff, definitely had its upsides and downsides. I generally have a positive opinion of it, but it had its ups and downs. And this I'm a little bit worried about. I think so far, just 3 chapters in, which is kind of a lot by Monster Musume standards as is. I think just 3 chapters in, I like it more than the Lamia arc for sure, but it also definitely, absolutely has its downsides, and it's definitely not been as good as, say, like the first 3 chapters of the Centaur arc. But yeah, I guess that is where we are to end this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, even though not everything, I feel bad whenever I'm critical of something, but even though my opinion wasn't completely positive about the entire thing, I really did hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my own thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Monster Musume, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, just ask and I can give you a link. And if you'd like to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Either way, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.